I am here in my After Effects where I prepared a composition with 2 clips. And today I'll teach you how you can do a corner pin spin transition, just going a quarter of the way between these 2 clips. So I am gonna come down here into my composition. And the first thing I'm gonna do is create a new null object. And basically with this null, we want to do a few things before we start. The first thing I'm gonna do is click this button here, and then click Title Action Save. Then I'm gonna press Y to move our anchor point. I wanna move it to somewhere up in this left side corner here, something like this. This is basically the point which our transition will rotate between. I'm just gonna press V to go back to my selection tool. Next up, I'm going to select this parent and link and match it to our null on both of our clips, like so. Now I'm gonna come 15 frames before our cut, somewhere around here. I'm gonna press R with our null selected to get the rotation up. I'm gonna enable keyframes and I'm gonna go to where we cut and put our rotation to 45 degrees. Go 1 frame back, enable a keyframe here. Actually come 1 frame forward to this frame that we just created and put this one to -45. And then go 15 frames forward and put this one to 0. And this might be a little bit weird, but since we're doing a quarter spin, I think this is the correct way to do it. So we basically get this thing going on here. And at this point, you can especially see what our anchor point is doing. You can see that our clip spins around our anchor point. And then at this point, it comes back from the top. But this looks a little bit weird. Let me just remove our grid and let's fix these black edges. The way I'm gonna fix these is by searching for an effect called Motion Tile. Just apply that to our clip. I'm gonna put the output width to 400 and the output height to 400. And I'm gonna select mirror edges. So that way we have smooth edges all around. I'm gonna copy this motion tile and apply that to our other clip. That's nice. So our transition is getting somewhere, but this does not look very smooth currently. The next thing we can do is enable some motion blur on our clip. This checkbox here simulates motion blur. So just click that on both of our clips. And you can see we get some motion blur. And now at this point, I think it is time to smoothen up the transition. So I'm gonna select our keyframes here. Just press F9 so we get some smooth keyframes. So at this point, we're getting somewhere, but I want to play around with the graph editor a little bit. I'm gonna open our graph editor on our null, click rotation. And at this point here, we want to really ramp up the speed here. And at this point, I am very happy with our transition. You can play around with different amounts of rotation and the anchor point, etc. Make sure to make this transition your own. It's not an exact science. This is art. But anyways, thank you for watching. Take care, guys.